leading performance this year by Botswana. It was 3:03.75. And if I tell you that that is the best in the world by almost 4 seconds this year, you will understand how serious the challenge from Botswana against the USA here. India, though, are in 2. Trinidad and Tobago in 3. That is Jacob Sinclair. He'll hand over to Dwight St. Hilaire, Judah Taylor, and Kashif King. The USA have to start as favourites, although they haven't broken 3:07 yet this year. Champion Allison, Harry Cogdell, Kamari Montgomery, 5th in the individual event, and Wilbert London III, who was 2nd in the individual event. Japan with Abuchi. He'll hand over to Kitadane, an individual finalist. Then Watanabe and Matsukiyo, an individual finalist. Good, strong squad, that, from the Japanese. Botswana hold the world best. I would put them down as joint favourites, frankly, with their 2nd and 3rd leg athletes so strong. Germany go in 7. Sanders, Wagner, Dammermann and Schlegel. Then the Italians, 2nd from the outside. The Italians are another nation who carry the baton well, rather like the Poles when it comes to championships. The Italians go well in relays, sprint relays and long relays too. And Jamaica will be a real threat too, although no Jamil Hyde in their quartet, the individual winner of the 400-metre hurdles, retaining his title from 2 years ago. Their squad: Carpenter, Bailey, Thomas and Taylor. So the USA are the defending champions. Botswana are world #1s. And on paper, there is some gap between those two squads on form so far this year. But of course, USA with the 2nd and 5th places from the individual event in their squad will be hard to unseat. Botswana, with the world #1 and the individual bronze medalist, possibly outpunch them in that respect. They go in 6. And don't forget Japan with 2 finalists from the individual final. So it's India in 2, Trinidad and Tobago 3, USA in 4, Japan 5, Botswana 6, Germany 7, Italy go in 8, and on the outside in 9, Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago already up on the USA. It's a brilliant leg from Jacob Sinclair so far, but the American, their champion Allison, in the headband in lane 4, moving away now. Possibly the Americans in the lead, although Jamaica on the outside in the yellow have had a good leg through Anthony Carpenter. 45-44. And it is the USA who lead. Harry Cogdell on this leg from then. Now this is where Botswana with Thebe on the 2nd leg really need to start making inroads. There he is in the all black, moving into 2nd place, chasing down the American 2nd leg runner Cogdell. Thebe needs to make this count. Roars past Cogdell. Can the American latch onto his coattails? Jamaica in 3rd, Germany going well in 4th, Japan in 5th. And Martin Thebe, this next 100 metres is critical.
Well, he's a man who's running on anger. He's the fastest 400-metre runner here, but remember, he was disqualified in the individual semi-finals. He really wants to make sure that Botswana go away with the gold here. He's run a brilliant leg.
He has indeed. Hands over with about a 1 second lead from the USA. The gamble for Botswana is their 2 fastest men on the 2nd and 3rd leg. This is leg 3. Sibanda it is, the individual bronze medalist. 6th fastest in the world this year on paper, but the bronze medalist from a couple of days ago is well ahead of the American 3rd leg man, Kamari Montgomery, who was 5th in the individual 400. Jamaica and Japan in 3rd and 4th, battling away. I think that's Trinidad and Tobago back in 5th, going well. Germany in 6th. But it is Botswana who lead down the home straight. 1 leg to run, and it may have paid off. Botswana hand over with a big lead. Tilane on the final leg for them. USA on the final leg have Wilbert London the third, the silver medalist in the individual events. It's wonderfully poised.
And I wonder if that little fumble of the baton there between Sibanda and Tilane might cost them. It certainly cost them about 2 or 3 meters.
London then, the silver medalist, the world number 5. He's only the third best American, chasing down Sibanda of Botswana. 200 meters to run, and he's closing with every stride, roaring up onto the shoulder of Tilane of Zimbabwe, of Botswana. Botswana into the straight then. Now, has Tilane saved anything? As Wilbert London the third for the USA battles to get past, but what a challenge from Tilane. What a response. USA are going to take it. 1.5 meters, 2 meters at the line there. 3:02.40. Jamaica take the bronze. Japan fourth. Germany a brilliant fifth. Trinidad and Tobago sixth. Then India and Italy bringing up the rear. But the USA were irresistible. It so nearly paid off Martin. You might be right. That little fumble of the baton probably cost them 1 meter or so. They lost by 2 meters, but the USA, you just feel, were irresistible. The strength of their squad from leg to leg, with the silver medalist on that final leg, having something to shoot at, paid off. And, well, you have to hand it to Botswana, who came here as joint favourites perhaps, and the way that they strategically placed their runners, Thebe and Sibanda, on legs 2 and 3. Tilane didn't quite have the legs on that last 400-meter segment. Yeah, we'll never know the answers, will we, about Botswana. Did they get the order right? I'm not sure they did. There were a couple of men there who could have run even quicker, I reckon, if they'd had to. But I suppose in the end it doesn't really matter very much, because what we've seen here in one single race is a microcosm of these championships. Some outstanding racing. And this was a relay which is as good as any relay you will watch. This is the final changeover. Botswana with a healthy lead. Oh, the fumble. I don't think probably in the end that made any difference, the fumble. I think that maybe the order of the running order that they selected may have made a difference, but we don't want to detract anything from the achievement of the stage, because that was a great final leg by London. But all in all, it was just a glorious race, wasn't it? Coming all the way down there to the last 30 meters. Well, Tilane of Botswana worked so hard. They're almost stumbling forward. He'd given 101%. About 15 meters ahead of Jamaica, the bronze medalists. But the USA, well, taking the double in the long relays, they were dominant throughout the week. When you look at the medal table, very impressive indeed. And they enjoyed it, this American squad. They are the strongest in the world at senior level, and they certainly are at junior level as well, as things stand. Well, that's it. After 6 days of competition here in Bydgoszcz, these World Under-20 Championships have been a revelation. 3 world records, and as we saw in that 4x400 meter race, some quite outstanding racing. The United States just getting the better there of Botswana, the Americans finishing top of the medal table.